Today we're going to be talking about a somewhat controversial topic. Susanna asked, can you be overweight and still be healthy? Let's find out in today's episode of Ask Coach Patrick. Welcome to my YouTube channel and podcast. I'm your host, Coach Patrick Liu, your weight loss coach, nutrition coach, and your personal trainer. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and comment below using the hashtag AskCoachPatrick so that I can help answer your future fitness and nutrition question. Today's question is brought to you by Susanna, and Susanna asks, Coach Patrick, can you be overweight and still be healthy? Now, I personally don't like the label of overweight or labeling yourself as fat or easy, because when we label ourselves, it puts a negative label on us, and nobody wants to be called over. Nobody wants to feel overweight. And for me, this was something that I personally struggled with in college. This was in university 12 years ago, and I remember gaining so much weight that my clothes didn't fit anymore. Yes, I was quote unquote over. I had no energy, I felt horrible, I had no confidence, and I tried to hide the fact that I was gaining weight really quickly by just ignoring it, right? And ignoring jumping on the scale to face reality. And when I finally mustered up enough courage to say, you know what, I do want to change, let's actually see where I'm at, I jumped on the scale and I figured out I was 175 pounds. I'm normally 150, right? And so for someone that's 5'10", according to the body mass index or the BMI, that is considered overweight. The BMI, it's a calculation of how much you should weigh based on two factors, based on your height and then based on your current weight. So anything between 25 to 29 on the BMI chart is considered overweight. Now, there are a lot of limitations according to the BMI because it doesn't factor in other things. It doesn't factor in your activity level. It doesn't factor in your age. It doesn't factor in your body composition of whether you have more lean muscle or whether you have more fat. And we all know that muscle weighs more than fat. So basically, if you are, let's say, an athlete and you're actively strength training and you're actively building muscle, muscle weighs more. And so when you go on the scale, you could be considered as overweight according to the BMI, but you also have lower fat than most people. You just have more muscle. And so I think a better way to measure all of these things is kind of capturing holistically everything else, not just your height, not just your weight on the scale, but also your activity level, also your age, also your body composition, right? Your fat or your muscle. I like to ask the question, over the last 10 years, where did you look and feel your best? I think that's a good starting point of how much we should weigh, right? Because if you're in your 50s and let's say the BMI tells you that you should weigh, 150 pounds, and you've never weighed 150 pounds in your adult life, I say adult life because maybe you weighed that way in high school, but that's really unrealistic to chase after a goal that we've never been in our adult life. And so again, a better approach is to ask yourself, over the last 10 years in my adult life, where did I look and feel my best? Now, circling back to Susanna's question of can you be overweight and still be healthy? We have to understand, okay, what does healthy even look like? Everyone might have a different definition of healthy, right? For some people, being healthy is the absence of diseases, right? The absence of things like heart disease, cancer, cholesterol, diabetes, not taking any medication. For some people, that could be considered healthy. For other people, maybe it's being able to play your sport, right? Like if you are an athlete, like if you follow sports, I'm a big fan of NBA basketball. If someone is healthy, that means that they can participate in their sport. They don't have any injuries that are stopping them from playing, right? Now, how I define healthy, being a weight loss trainer and being a weight loss coach and a personal trainer, how I define being healthy is someone that eats a balanced diet, right? Green leafy vegetables, lean protein, fibrous carb. Someone that exercises regularly 3 to 5 times a week, and someone that regularly gets 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And so regardless of what the number on the scale tells you, regardless of what the BMI tells you, your health is in your own hands because it's things that you can control, right? You can control how much green leafy vegetables you eat, lean protein, fibrous, carbs. You can control the frequency of your exercises, exercising 3 to 5 times a week. You can control how much sleep you get, 7 to 9 hours, right? And if you do this consistently, right, say 80% of the time, in my eyes, you are healthy. And so health isn't determined by the number on the scale. Health isn't determined by the BMI. Health is determined by your daily actions and your daily habits. And the good news, Susan, is these are all things that you can control. And so to answer your question, yes, you can be overweight and you can still be healthy, but don't label yourself as fit. Label yourself as I'm a fit, healthy individual and I'm striving after building the right habits with fitness and nutrition. All right, well, that wraps up today's episode. If you like this episode and you want to have your future questions answered, then again, use the hashtag AskCoachPatrick in the comment section below. You can also answer your questions on my social media at Coach Patrick Liu on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, remember guys, you're only one habit away from permanent weight.